Hey, signing day for college football and high school football has gotten so big that the NCAA decided to implement a second day in December to go along with the big one in February. The Tennessee Valley, of course, we were loaded with lots of signings across the area. So we'll start off at Bob Jones High School with defensive back Jaden Hill. The four-star recruit signed his national letter of intent with the Florida Gators. He chose them over Duke in South Carolina. Now, Hill suffered a season-ending injury in September and has been rehabbing ever since. He's glad that Coach Dan Mullen and the Gators decided to stick with him.
Yeah, that's big because most guys, if they would have tore something like this, had an injury that I had, they would have dropped them. But Coach Mullen and the staff, they stuck with me through thick and thin. So that's pretty big too.
Arch rival James Clemens is sending 3 players to college to play football, 2 to the SEC by way of Vanderbilt. Jets quarterback Jamil Muhammad and defensive tackle Davion Davis put the pen to the paper to play for Derek Mason and the Commodores. Muhammad had over 2,700 yards passing and rushing and a total of 39 touchdowns as a senior. Davis had 250 tackles, 19 sacks, and 6 forced fumbles during his career as a Jet. He was also a 2017 All-State first-teamer and played on the Mississippi-Alabama All-Star team. These 2 guys have been playing since the 6th grade, and they can't wait to continue their journey together.
That's my brother till the day I die, and we're both complete ultimate competitors, so wherever we go, whatever we're doing, we're going to try to one-up each other, and it's going to be awesome.
Even though I was down and I had my days where I didn't want to talk, I didn't want to move, I didn't want to get out of bed, and it was some rough nights, it was rough days, but with the help of my mom and my dad, and God, I really didn't have no choice but to get back up and get back moving, and I knew this day was going to get here eventually.
Now, the third Jet to sign today was linebacker Zach Hopkins. He signed with Mercer. He served as a 2-year captain for the James Clemens Jets, and during that time, he was an all-region standout. Hopkins will be majoring in business, and he says that academics played a huge role in helping him decide where to take his talents to next.
When I went down there, the whole coaching staff seemed like a whole family, and I care a lot about that, and the academics as well. With academics being so great, it's what's after football that counts more, and with that degree in my hand, that would be great.
This morning in Athens, Golden Eagles offensive lineman Cannon Biggs signing his national letter of intent with Neil Brown and the Troy Trojans. Biggs has made the all-area team and was selected to play in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game recently. He said he couldn't be more excited to join Coach Brown and the Trojans.
He expects good things out of people, and not just the football side, but everything, spiritual side, and he really looks at you as just a person, not just a football player.
Tigers wide receiver Jawan Thomas is taking his talents north to Ball State. Thomas was the Tigers' leading wide receiver this past year and also saw some time on defense. He'll play on the defensive side of the ball for Ball State in the future. Now, of course, he plans to major in business, and that played a major role in him signing with them.
Education is for my major, it was number three in the state. I mean, not state, but the country. And that was a real big deal with me. Education is #1 priority. It's just a great environment once again. I just like the school, the staff, and all the students that go there.
Over at East Limestone High School, Indians wide receiver C.J. Yarbrough put the pen to the paper, and he'll play for Liberty next season. This season, at East Limestone, the 6'3" wide receiver racked up nearly 1,000 all-purpose yards and scored 9 total touchdowns. He looked to showcase his talent under his new football coach, Hugh Freeze.
I feel like he'll bring a lot of recognition to the college, and he'll be able to, help us out and teach us a lot of things. And, I feel like I'll be able to bring a pretty good part and, be able to be a good receiver for him.
Here's a look at some other local signees from today. North Jackson standout Lee Witherspoon signing with Mississippi State. Sparkman standout Del Pettis signing with Troy. Terrell McDonald, Keandre Swopes, and Kevin Penn all signed with UAB. Down at Brewer, you had Hunter Youngblood signing with Navy along with Jordan Flack, who signed with Western Kentucky. Congratulations to all those guys. Now, Connell Manor and his staff have been hot on the recruiting trail, and today we saw that pay off with 2 signees. Kenny Edwards and Hayden Guilford signed their national letters of intent with A&M this morning. The pair played at Perennial Power Grayson High School down in Georgia. Check this out now. Baylor, Buffalo, and Marshall all wanted these guys, but Coach Manor's assistants convinced them to all come to the Hill. Now, Coach Maynard also picked up a gem via transfer. This morning, former Bob Jones standout A.J. Harris announced his intentions to transfer from Ole Miss to Alabama A&M. Harris was a three-star product when he signed with Ole Miss back in 2017. On Twitter, he wrote, "Time to get to work, #AAMU, #SWAC." Speaking of transfers, former Austin and Auburn running back Asa Martin is transferring to the U. The former Alabama Mr. Football announced his move via social media that it will be taking the talents to the University of Miami. He'll have to sit out during the 2019 season due to NCAA rules, but he will have 3 seasons of eligibility starting in 2020.